Alright, so this is just a quick tutorial on how to get the game working and reset it for each time a new player wants to play. So when you download the game and unzip it, there's going to be two files. A readme file that just has the most important points, so if you forget anything you can just read this. And then there's the game itself. Just open this folder and click on game.exe. The game is made using RPG Maker and Pokemon Essentials as the engine, because it involves a very big Pokemon battle. So if you see anything like Pokemon like, don't worry about that. It's not going to show up in the final game that you download. It's just here because I was debugging another Pokemon game that I'm making. So double click it and wait for it to load, right? Once it's loaded, just full screen the game and press enter. At that point, you won't see this continue screen again, other Pokemon games. You'll just see a new game thing, and that's it. Click on new game by clicking C. And then if this doesn't show up immediately, keep on pressing the X, Z, and C buttons in case something doesn't load, right? Now at this point, hand this to the player and let them explore. I will be sending like a series of events that need to happen in the game and what needs to happen for every minigame. But at this point, the game has just started. It's very handholdy. It'll explain exactly where you need to go. So like here, your character's saying, "Oh, I'm thirsty. I want to go to the tavern," and an arrow appears at the tavern. So you don't have to worry about like telling them where to go. And do let them explore though, because there are secrets. And if they end up getting a secret, they could end up getting 2 free drinks instead of 1 at the end of the game. Now at this point, the player just enters the tavern, and then a cutscene starts. At that point, they choose one of 3 minigames and have to go to one of 3 places. Either the Colosseum, the forest, or the museum. If they get lost at any point, there'll be a world map that I will send you on the group. You could show that to them, or you could just guide them on where to go. In the forest, there is an archery minigame where they just have to time their shots with the target in the middle of the screen. In the Colosseum, it's just a standard Pokemon battle using How to Train Your Dragons. And then the museum is a little bit more involved, so I'll show it now. So here they're given an option on which game they want to play. If they choose puzzle, they'll end up going to the museum. And at that point, again, leave them alone. They can explore. If they get stuck, you can help them, obviously. But at this point, they can leave and go towards the museum. Again, there's going to be an arrow showing them where to go. And once they enter, it'll just quickly explain how to play the game and give them a puzzle to finish. Now, just remind them that if you have 2 pieces overlapping, you can press C to swap them. Like, they don't have to put them back. I've seen a lot of people who test this do that. If you see someone doing that, you could just remind them to keep it going quick. If not, just leave them on their own. Let them try it on their own. Now, once the puzzle is completed, or any other minigame is completed, a small bit of dialogue will be given, just explaining like, "Oh, you got a beer voucher and everything," right? And then you'll be taken to the final cutscene. At this point, it's going to tell the player that like, "Oh, talk to a club member and get your beer voucher." After that, once the game is over, at this point here, and you want to reset it for the next player, just click on F12. F12 will reset the game, and then start the steps all over again. Just wait for it to load, full screen it, and move it on to the next player. And that's about it. If you have any questions, you can feel free to message me at any time on my WhatsApp. And thank you.